has a capacity of producing up to 1 million bottles per year.
That's pretty cool. So the Moira Hotel in Hoi An have reusable glass bottles for the drinking water, and it's a cool design. Didn't realize it's a local brand. The funny thing is we brought one out with us, and at Pizza 4Ps they also have the same brand because it's based here in Da Nang. And funny enough, it's actually in the same shopping mall that they're based in that Pizza 4Ps is. So we literally brought the glass back to where it was made.
Okay, baby. Hello, hello. Do you see? Today we're spending the day in Da Nang, and we actually ordered our driver from yesterday. So the Grab driver, we went ahead and contacted him by WhatsApp to go ahead pick us up from the hotel at 10 a.m. and he drove us all the way here. It took about an hour to get here. On the way, we got to see Marble Mountains. I don't think we'll visit this time around, but it looked beautiful. And because it's called Marble Mountains, we actually passed a lot of places that were selling marble statues. Very, very beautiful. Now we are at Pizza for Peas, which, funny story, I tried to make reservation maybe on Sunday this past week, and everything was booked until June. So I contacted Pizza for Peas on Facebook Messenger, and I kind of explained the situation about how it's a tradition for us to eat pizza and celebrate our birthdays at Pizza for Peas. We have done it in Ho Chi Minh, we have done it in Phnom Penh, we did it in Hanoi. So when we found out that Da Nang had 2 locations, I was very eager, and I just assumed we would be able to find a reservation. But it's peak season and everything was booked out. So once I messaged them, they said, oh, we're so sorry. The best we can do is recommend that you go to the restaurant and right when they open to see if they have wait list or maybe walk-in tables available. We got here right at 11 a.m. for opening, and we got a table. So I'm very, very excited.
Hi! Hi, Marisol!
So it is peak season because this week is the start of DIFF, which is a international fireworks festival or competition. The reason why they do that here is because this is such a beachy town. In fact, on our ride over, we also saw a ton of beaches. Like, it's just one giant strip, and it looks so gorgeous out, although it is very hot. So once we got to Pizza 4Ps, we got dropped off at the front entrance, even though it's a mall. And we didn't realize that it's the beer 4Ps downstairs, and they don't have a lift within the restaurant itself, just a giant staircase to go all the way up. For lunch today, because we literally just ate like a couple hours ago, and it was a big breakfast at the hotel, which if you're curious about that, we've got a link to that vlog down below. We got the Burrata Parma ham pizza because they do house-made burrata, and it is absolutely delicious. They cut it table side, which is really nice. So the other dish we ordered was a crab tomato cream spaghetti with ricotta cheese, and it is their signature dish. We've never had it before, but it's locally sourced crab, and it's very sustainable. They work very closely with the farmer here to ensure that they're not over-crabbing, if that's a word. And I also got my ginger beer, which is also house-made ginger. Well, I guess they just like crush up ginger and emulsify it into some paste, but it is extremely strong, so they always give you sugar to add for it.
So Harry just went to the bathroom, and I'm hoping that they will confirm with me that they can sing a little birthday song, which we have gotten them to do for every birthday celebration. Happy birthday to you. Hopefully they don't wake her up, but it's okay if they do because we have finished our meal and now it's time to walk off all the pizza and pasta.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Thank you. Come on.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. I know, it wasn't super loud. It was just our personal server who came and brought him a little happy birthday ice cream.
Okay, we just wrapped up lunch. It was absolutely delicious. Chantal did surprise me. I wonder, did that happen when I was in the bathroom?
No, when we were downstairs.
Oh, she did. She's smart. Anyway, good little tip for those mothers. There is a nursing room, like a portable nursing room inside Indochina Mall. So
on the second floor.
Yeah, right outside of Pizza 4Ps. Right across the street, we're just gonna walk a little bit until we get too hot along the river, and there's an amazing view of the bridge. We crossed our first street with the stroller. It's kind of intense, but honestly, it wasn't that bad.
Next to the Dragon Bridge, there's this really big super yacht called Happy Yacht, and I think it's made up of different restaurants, and I bet it has a really good view at night, especially for the Dragon Bridge with the fire coming out.
When we originally drove by it, Chantal pointed out the fact that it's massive. Like, if you look at it compared to some of the buildings, it's huge. But the driver said it's completely fake and made out of concrete. So across the street from Indochina Mall is a huge indoor market. Kind of reminds me of Benton Market in Saigon. Incredibly packed in there. Like, no chance we're going in, especially because we have the baby stroller, and it's incredibly hot. So it's, yeah, honestly, probably not worth it unless you know what you're looking for. We also noticed that there's tons of Koreans, like different tour groups and everything, and I even noticed a lot of the local shops have Korean for their signage, so must be a lot of Koreans here. Thank you. Even the shop people were speaking Korean to me. So clearly a popular area for Koreans. Okay, there's a coffee roaster here, saved it. It's called A Kopi. Unfortunately, it's on the 3rd floor, so there's no chance we're taking the stroller, but maybe Chantal can take the baby over across the street to the Indochina Mall where it's cooler. Maybe I can pick up coffee and bring it to her. Yes, she's nodding.
It's way too hot out, so we are in a Grab to head to Lotte Mart. So at Lotte, we walked around and we went straight to the nursing room on the 3rd floor. Literally just a room that has a changing table and a little couch to nurse on. It doesn't even have a lock on it, so Harry just kind of stood guard outside. We ended up buying a little hat for Marisol, like a button-down shirt for me, and some gum.
There's an insane amount of Koreans there, which makes sense because Lotte is Korean, and they were buying a ton of stuff and boxing it to ship, I guess. But apparently there's just a lot of Vietnamese souvenirs and stuff that you can't buy in South Korea, or you can, but it's just more expensive, that I guess is popular there. There was even an entire section of coffee, which was huge. And they also had free samples, including coffee luwak, which is poop coffee. Chantal also bought a dress. There was another floor that had a little tailor shop, and just super cheap. It was 195,000 Vietnamese dong, and it's really pretty. Now we're on our way over for a afternoon pick-me-up at a coffee roaster in an area that's supposed to be more expat-y. And as you can tell, we are in a Grab because it is just too hot to walk anywhere. So thankfully Grab is very affordable here, and I think it is the most typical mode of transportation because I don't think we've ever waited more than a minute. Like, legitimately, every single time we've ordered one, it's already there.
They're coming to get food. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't have food.
So we're across the bridge now at a specialty coffee roaster called 43, and I just found out that 43 is because Da Nang's license plates all start with the number 43, and the founder is from here. This is the original location. They do have 5 other branches across various cities. The reason why we know this is because we actually went to their location in Ho Chi Minh City a few years ago, I think in our first trip ever. And you can find that vlog actually in the description box below as well. But we really enjoyed their coffee. They know their stuff. It's not the cheapest. Probably a better place to visit if you actually enjoy good coffee. They roast extremely light and it has no astringency at all, so no bitterness. It's more like tea. They do not do any sugary condensed milk based drinks. They only do filter pour overs, and you can add milk though. Really cool vibes. The place is humongous compared to the one in Ho Chi Minh City. They even have these cool outdoor seating areas with koi fish. I think they're koi fish. Yes. You sit in this sunken alcove, which is really cool. And it's actually not that far from the beach. So right after this, we're gonna take a walk over, and there are a couple really popular banh mi spots right around this area. This neighborhood's called An Thuong. This is the area that I said was a little bit expat-y from what I hear. And I mean, we walked in and almost everyone here is Caucasian, not local. Staff here are super friendly. Shout out to Eric, who we were chatting with for quite some time just about coffee stuff and nerding out. I appreciate people who know coffee.
So here you see we only let the fish eat one time in a day.
Whole day. Why?
We went around the corner to a little side street to a place called Two Ladies Kitchen. This place is actually recommended by Harry's dad when he came to visit with his friends. So we are getting 2 banh mi's to go, and we're adding 1 for our driver. So we're very excited. Looks really good, and they're super nice. We got a sweet pea drink while we're sitting down waiting for our food to be made.
It is a social enterprise founded by 2 ladies, hence the name Two Ladies Kitchen, and they employ hearing and speech impaired staff members, which is why they actually ask you to write your orders on paper that then get brought to the staff that makes the banh mi in the kitchen. So we walked a few blocks down from Two Ladies Kitchen to go towards the beach just to get a glimpse of it, but our driver's here. Plus there's a ton of traffic to cross over. Both Chantal and I are wearing sneakers today. And Marisol's sleeping. It looks cool, a lot of people. It feels great out at night with the breeze. And there's a lot of, looks like bars and restaurants along the beach, which is pretty cool too.
That brings a close to our day in Da Nang. I wish we could spend a little more time here, so maybe next time we'll stay here instead of Hoi An. In terms of stroller ability, I would say it's not too bad. We did see quite a lot of families here with their strollers and their babies.
And do expect to take a lot of grabs while you're here. Everything's kind of like far out. Plenty of hotels here too, so I imagine you will have no issues finding somewhere along the beach or even towards the river to stay, and plenty of good restaurants and stuff like that. So have a good night.